Hi everyone, we're Marie and Mark, and we're going to present you our final machine learning project. We decided to work on a Kaggle competition, the Yelp restaurant photo classification competition. So this challenge aims at attributing to different restaurants different labels. We have 9 labels, such as good for lunch, has table service, or is expensive, and we want to attribute these labels given photos that were posted by Yelp users. So let's say I want to classify a restaurant that has the picture on the top left. Maybe I'm going to say it is a restaurant that has an ambience which is classy or is expensive. So as a first step to explore our data, we perform the TSNE visualization, which is a T-distributed stochastic neighbor embedding visualization, which is very well suited for high-dimensional data. Here, we visualized expensive and good for lunch restaurants. Our problem is called a multi-instance multi-label problem. Multi-label because, as we saw before, we have different labels and each restaurant can have different labels. It can be good for lunch and good for kids at the same time. It's also a multi-instance problem because for each restaurant that we want to classify, we have multiple images posted by the Yelp users. So the tools that we used to perform deep learning was to use a GPU with Amazon Web Services and a deep learning framework called Caffe and built by UC Berkeley. Our first approach was to use a pre-trained neural network and extract from this network, from the last convolutional layer, some features that we then used to perform a multi-class super vector machine classifier. Our second approach was to use a similar neural network, but this time we trained it further with the Yelp images, and then we extracted directly the scores that gave us the classes given a threshold. To evaluate our model, we used the F1 score given, and then our Kaggle score using the first approach, we got 0.76 with the SVM, and the second approach we got 0.72. Then here is an example of the top classified pictures for each labels. So for each classes, the pictures had the top scores. So finally, there was a very challenging competition because it was our first approach to computer vision. We had to get used to work with a GPU with Caffe, and for this problem we used two different methods, transfer learning and using a SVM, and also feature extraction. And I hope you enjoyed our project. Thank you.